even if you haven't, you're welcome.
Excellent.
Years ago, no, not years ago, she said,
How was the workshop? Did it go well?
I had to leave after the training. I hope to attend yesterday, to attend some of the items tomorrow.
And then it's more sort of commercial tomorrow morning, isn't it? You've got the Chamber of Mines, I believe.
Yes.
I'll try and come to some of that.
You have a program.
I mean, it is useful. I hope it's quite practical advice.
Right. I thought you were coming in, but no. Hi. Good to see you. I think I'm stuck somewhere.
Oh, you are a farmer. Okay. But okay. But you still registered. Okay, that's good.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. With your permission, we'll get started for the evening. My name is Gamane Karehe, Acting Director of MISA Namibia, a member of the coalition that puts this together. We hope to have a quick and brief evening, but also sweet in terms of our activities for the evening, which is a very nice short program. Mr. Paulus Noah, Director of the Anti-Corruption Commission of Namibia, His Excellency Ambassador of the European Union and Head of Delegation to Namibia, Mr. Raul Fuentes Milani, Her Excellency British High Commissioner to Namibia, Mrs. Marianne Young, Member of Parliament of Botswana, Honorable Dumelang Saleshando, Special Rapporteur on Freedom of Expression on the African Commission for Human and People's Rights, Advocate Pansy Tlakula. I think she's not with us because she just arrived actually. Mr. Anthony Deaton, Acting Deputy Chief of Mission, U.S. Embassy. Any other members of the diplomatic corps amongst us, members of parliament, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. To get us started, I hereby wish to call on Mr. Frederico Links, who is representing, who is the editor of Inside Namibia, it's a magazine, and he's also representing Action Namibia Coalition. So he's going to give us a few brief remarks on the purpose of the coalition, the plan for the week, and the future. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you, Ngumane, for getting my name wrong. It's wonderful. I just saw in a news report actually today that somebody spelled my name wrong again. And it's really a pleasure seeing such things. But anyway, I'd like to thank all our distinguished guests for coming tonight, and everybody else who, especially our guests who came from far, from the distant corners of the continent, who've deemed this event important enough to come and be a part of this important discussion for Namibia. Thank you very much for coming. Our guests from the regions of the country, thank you very much as well for turning up. I hope that the discussions and debates over the next few days will be informative and will enrich your understanding of the issue of access to information and freedom of information, and as well as protection of information, which we have been requested by government to also put on the table for discussion. That's just amongst a range of topics and issues that will be discussed during the different sessions over the next few days. And I hope you learn something, all of us, and that over the next, after this conference, over the months and year and a half ahead, that we can take this action campaign further. And I mean, the campaign says it all, the name of the campaign, Action. So I hope that at the end of the 18-month period which MISA has set for this campaign, that we have actually forced government's hand in adopting some sort of, actually, not some sort, but the legislation that we want. So I mean, that is the purpose of the event over the next few days, to kickstart a process. And I think Mr. Noah will address this when he comes up and talks. But Namibia, under the United Nations Protocol Against Corruption, has to be compliant in terms of access to information legislation, along with whistleblower legislation and various other legislative elements by 2014. That's when we come up for review. And it is this event over the next few days will look to kickstart a process that through the campaign will contribute to pushing government to pull finger and put something on the table over the next year and a half, and eventually have something drafted by the time we come up for review in 2014. So that is basically what we are planning to do over the next few days. And I hope you all will participate, will give your views, will make us understand what it is and how access to information works and for you, wherever you are in this country. In where Namibia is at the moment, and considering the globalizing environment we are living in, and what's happening in the world around us, access to information has become something of a crucial element in democratizing forces. And this is something, if we look at political development in various societies, and we can trace where information, the informational disadvantage that large segments of society find themselves at any given time, where this has contributed to things going wrong. And this, in Namibia, is the appropriate time to address this. And we would like you to recognize this through the next few days. That said, I think I've said enough, and once again, I welcome you all, and thank you very much for being here tonight. And I would like to apologize for the Prime Minister, who was supposed to be our keynote speaker tonight, apparently falling ill suddenly and had to pull out. I'd like to apologize for that on behalf of the organizing committee of this conference. But we have to roll with the blows, and I think that we can still make a success of tonight and of the next few days. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Frederick Orlings. I messed up your name. Maybe you were gone too long. Yes, it is such that the bad news about the Prime Minister came to us this afternoon, and not only was it said that it's the Prime Minister not feeling well, but also the Deputy Prime Minister, and it's not a joke. Seriously. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to call on, for a few remarks, call on Ms. Elzadia Washington, who is the Chief of Mission of the United States Agency for International Development, USA. I'm looking forward to her remarks because she is representing a partner in a way of this function becoming a reality for us. Ms. Washington, please.
First, I'd like to acknowledge the High Commissioner and my colleague, the Ambassador to the EU, and the anti-corruption leader for Namibia. It is a pleasure for me to stand before you to acknowledge the U.S. government's commitment to access to information. We are very engaged in this area we do support a number of programs in Namibia through our regional office out of South Africa. We're especially proud to be associated with the coalition, MISA, FEST, Media, Africa, the European Union, Insight Magazine, and all of you. This is an opportunity for you to meet as a group to discuss some of these issues that are affecting your various countries throughout the continent. I'm hoping that at the end of the 3-day session, you will have some new approaches, new ideas, and understanding how to move this agenda in terms of access to information, which is extremely important. It's important that all of us know that governments around the world, civil society, organizations are transparent in terms of the information. You can only have a society that is transparent in order to understand what is going on in the various communities. Transparency in terms of financial situation, the national budget, transparency in terms of service delivery of services in health, education, and so forth. So access to information is extremely important at all levels of society, from the government level all the way down to the person in the various communities. Therefore, access for the U.S. government is essential if you want a democratic process, a democratic nation. We are engaged and we will continue to be committed to providing the support as necessary to all of you in this room. We are particularly happy to be working very closely with the Namibian Anti-Corruption Commission, and we continue to provide support as necessary, sir. So on behalf of the U.S. government, I'd like to acknowledge our partnership with the other donors, our partnership with journalists, our partnership with civil society, our partnership with the various government entities involved in the access to information. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Washington. Next time, I will ask for that other story, about your life story. I'm sure they will enjoy it like I did when I heard it the first time. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said, we're going to have a brief but sweet program. And to make it real, I hereby wish to call to the podium our keynote speaker for the evening, Mr. Paulus Noah, who is the director of the Anti-Corruption Commission in Namibia.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Director of Proceedings, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, distinguished media practitioners.